Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. It's another Lunch with Lisa. It's great to see you. And I am just going to bring up Facebook and I am going to go on to my page. Let me bring this up and not get too distracted while I do it. Every time I go on Facebook, I am so distracted. It's like a vortex, right? And before I know it, I'm answering emails and I'm forgetting that I'm live. There I am. There's me. All right, I'm going to share this on my story. And I see that there's a couple of people watching. I would love it. Hello, hello. If you would say hello, whoever's out there, it would be great to know who's watching. Let's just do this. Wait, let me turn that off. All right. It's good to see everyone. Hi, Dallin. It's great to see you. Okay, so let's dive in. I really want to answer your questions. If anyone has questions, please be sure to post them in the chat. If you're new, hi, Karen, good to see you. If you're new and I've never seen you before, please say hello. I love to know who's out there and I want to get to know my audience. So you all are very important to me. I've had many people who have followed me on my Facebook Lives. Hey, Linda, welcome. It's great to see you. What a wonderful surprise. So today I just sent out an email and it kind of got some interesting responses. Hey, Catherine, I want to talk about male attention because one of the things that I think is so frustrating for us as women is that we just want men to ask us out the old-fashioned way. We don't want to go online. We don't want to have to do the whole dating apps and online dating. Hey, Brenda, great to see you. We don't want to have to do that. And I can't blame you. I mean, no matter how much we try to spin it, online dating can feel incredibly uncomfortable. And it's awkward, it's time consuming. You know, we just want to go out in our lives and meet a great guy, click with somebody and kind of ride off into the sunset together. And, you know, what's sad is this is happening less and less. And I don't think it's just a byproduct of the fact that we're all getting, you know, that we get older and we're out there and, you know, we just, you know, there's fewer available single men. I think it has to do with our energy. And I want to put it out there that many of us are pushing away male attention or ignoring it or negating it or just oblivious to it, and we don't even know it. So anybody feel that way? Do any of you feel that you may just that there's a possibility that you could be getting male attention? Because trust me, if you understand anything about men, I'm going to tell you, they are checking you out all the time. Whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, they are checking you out. That's a fact. Men are constantly checking women out. Now, of course, I mean, if you're some hot young thing like this 25-year-old young, beautiful young woman I spent time with over the weekend, you know, she just knows how to get attention, but she's also 25. Wait until she's 35 or 45. It's probably going to be a different story. Right now, you know, she's cute. She thinks she owns the world. She's unstoppable. You know, she hasn't been kicked around enough. So she's very open to male attention and she loves it. She engages it. You know, she walks around in skin tight clothes and, you know, but I want to know, do any of you just feel like you get no male attention? Like you could walk through life and, you know, guys just don't hit on you? Because I know I had that. That was my story. I went through life and I got very little male attention. And it was really painful for me. It was really frustrating. And so Kuka says that she does. Anybody else? I know that Kuka and I can't be the only two women out there. Linda, you feel that way too. Yeah, I know that a lot of us do. And I think that it's really sad, right, to be going through your life and to feel like other women might get all the attention, or you see men, you may look over and you see them checking out other women and not you. I know that I've even had the feeling where I'm standing with a friend and the waiter comes over, and maybe my friend is super attractive and the waiter, is just fixated on her. And I'm like, excuse me, excuse me, dude, I'm here too, right? And he kind of takes her order. I had something similar happen. One of my girlfriends here, my new friends in New Mexico, is a former model, and she's my age. We're both 60, but she's incredibly beautiful. And he just like was fixated on her. And I'm just sitting there like, excuse me, I'd like to order too. So I know what that feels like. And I think it's something that a lot of us women deal with. And even the ones, even some of you that get attention, you may ignore it, you may negate it, you may feel uncomfortable when a man pays attention to you. I know for me, I kind of, when I can see a guy checking me out, or I feel like a guy's flirting with me, I can sometimes have some feelings of awkwardness come up around that, where my inner voice might say to me, oh, he's not that cute, or he's not really your type, or, he wants something from you. That's a big one. Hi, Bonnie. Nice to see you. Maybe that my inner voice will say to me, oh, he wants something from you, or what is he trying to get, or why is he being so nice, and that voice will automatically start to discount and push this guy away before I've even, talked to him or really given him a chance, or actually spent time with him, right? So I want to talk about that, because there are women who really know how to play with male attention and engage it and have fun with it. There are some women who just push it away. And as we get older, we lose. Linda says that she's not always sure how to handle it. Linda, it can be. So the first thing that I would say to you is take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath when a man is paying attention to you, and acknowledge that it's hard for men to do that, right? It's hard for a man to actually hit on a woman. Every time a man hits on us, he's risking rejection. So we may think it's fun, or it's a sport, or whatever. We may tell ourselves that, that's what men do, or that's what they're supposed to do. But the first thing, and what I've trained myself to do, is to remind myself that a man is going out on a limb when he flirts with me, right? If he says hello or good day, or he catches my attention, it's really, he's going out on a limb there. So it's just as scary for him as it is for me. And a man isn't going to approach you or pay attention to you or look at you or smile at you if he's not truly interested. So what I want you to do the next time that happens is take a deep breath and open up your energy. Our tendency, hi, Janine, great to see you. Thank you for joining us. So what I want you to do when that happens is, instead of feeling your energy go inward like this, I want you to actually take a deep breath and open your energy up. Open your energy up. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? So our tendency is when we feel someone approaching or a stranger or someone paying attention to us, our first instinct, if we're not really comfortable with male attention, is that we close ourselves off and we start to discount or disregard or even say to ourselves, oh, he's not paying attention to me. He must be paying attention to the woman behind me, right? But we often, even when we get attention online, we might do this, immediately we start to go, oh, he's not my type, or, whatever, or he hits on all the women, or he seems like he's just a player. So there's a lot of, subtle ways that we push male attention away. And I want you to start to think of this as play. I want you to start to think of engaging male attention as being playful. One of the most beautiful qualities a woman can have is playfulness, probably even as much as physical beauty, right? And attractiveness, or just sexual energy. One of the most beautiful things a woman can have, one of the most beautiful qualities, is playfulness. Hi, Elena. Good to see you, honey. I'm so glad that you're here. So you want to start to open up and explore that playful side of you, that side of you that you may have lost touch with over these years. Maybe you lost it in a former relationship. Maybe you were with a man who was narcissistic or avoidant or abusive, verbally or physically or emotionally, and you pulled that energy in, and now you're afraid to open your energy back up. So Bonnie says, smile at him and then look away and then look back and pat your eyes and tilt your head. Yes, that's wonderful, Bonnie. But first, you've even got to get past that initial knee-jerk response to shut down or pull away. So that's the playfulness I'm talking about. I don't know if you all realize, I'm kind of curious, who do you think actually makes the first move? Does anybody know, when you're out in public, when you're at a bar or whatever? Elena says, I can only do that if I know it's going to lead to something serious. Well, Elena, you can't, a lot of times if you don't spark that fire, you don't know, you're not even giving it a chance to go somewhere. So, you've got to, like, the thing about love or romance is that somebody's got to take a risk here. If you're playing it too safely and you're not taking any risks and you're not willing to kind of put yourself out there and just be playful, it may, you may be missing out. I'm guessing that you would be missing out on some great opportunities. So do any of you know, the guys should, but you can't help yourself sometimes, who actually makes the first move, the first contact, the man or the woman? Does anybody know this? Anybody know? All right, so I'm just curious. Come on, ladies, let's get some action going here. Let's get some responses. There's 24 of you. The woman's energy. So actually, Linda, it's the woman who makes the first initial contact. The woman. So nope, it's the woman. So they've gone and actually done studies. They've been in bars and they've actually studied who gives the first signal. So it's the woman who signals the man to approach. It's the woman, not the man. And here's the irony. Here's what's so incredible about this, is that it's the men who think they're the ones who are doing it. So the men don't even realize that the woman is making the first contact. They think it's them. But most of the time, a man will not approach unless a woman signals him to. A man will not approach a woman unless she gives him a signal that it's safe for him to approach. Yes, Bonnie, because they fear rejection. Because they fear rejection. And they know that it isn't wise to just approach any woman who doesn't give them a clear signal that it's safe to approach her, especially if she's with other women. Yep, signal is different than approaching, Angela. Signaling a man is different than approaching him. Now, I'll tell you a really cute story. I have a friend who is incredibly flirtatious. She's one of these women that loves men. She had a great relationship with her dad. Her dad was a really interesting guy, and they had a really great relationship. And what happened was Tonya, I'll get to your response, your questions in a minute. So we were at Starbucks, and we were sitting kind of drinking our iced coffees. This was in Phoenix, and it was really hot, so we had iced coffees. And she saw a really cute guy sitting and working on his computer. And she said, "Watch this." She looked at me and she said, "Watch this." And she took the wrapper from her straw, and she rolled it up into a little ball, and she threw it at him. Just out of the blue. And the guy kind of looked up and looked around, and then he looked over at her, and he saw her sitting there smiling, like grinning like the Cheshire Cat, right? And they struck up a conversation. And it was really cute. Did she go on a date with him? No, it didn't turn into a date. But she did open up her, she caught his attention, and she opened up that line of communication. And it was really, really cute to see how he responded. He kind of was so immersed in his work, and then he, just kind of was jolted, awake, and started looking around, and there she was smiling. And it was really, really cute to see that. And it was also really audacious of her. So let's see here. Tonya says, "I will say it's terrible. I'm not sure what's terrible." That's right. How do you know you can trust them online? Well, Tonya, that's where working with somebody like me is key. It is hard to know if you don't have all the right tools to pick the right guy. You don't know if you can trust a guy or not, right? But you don't have the right criteria. Now, I can show you how to figure out how to separate the ones you can trust from the ones you can't trust. But most women don't know how to just go on a date and really assess that. They're going on instinct, but not on the proper information. So, how do you think that works online? Karen asked. Well, Karen, I think that sending a man a really cute little flirtatious text, something that isn't too deep or serious, or I read your profile and, I think we click and all that kind of stuff, but just what's a girl like you got to do to get a Zoom date? What's a girl like me got to do to get a Zoom date with a guy like you? Right? What's a guy like you doing on a site like this? Something like that. You can even send him just a wink emoji. Anything to get their attention that's cute, that's flirtatious, that's playful, and out of the box. Elena says, "I am an avoidant and getting to know an anxious style man. Should I even proceed? I'm afraid of hurting him." Again, Elena, that's the kind of thing I work on with my clients. I was avoidant. And you are going to bring out anxiety in men. Probably most of the men that you date, you will probably bring out their anxiety if you're truly avoidant. And if you're going to have a truly healthy relationship with a man, you're going to have to learn how to be secure and really open your heart and make it safe for a man to get close to you. Otherwise, that's never going to happen. You should go, if you haven't watched my presentation, go to lisashield.com. I have Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda. If you go to my presentation, it's a free 45-minute presentation. It's wonderful. And you'll really learn a lot from watching it. So, but you've got to learn how to stop running away. You can't have one foot in and one foot out and be constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop so you can bolt, or looking for things, that are wrong with this person, or distancing yourself. I mean, it's never going to work. You're going to have to do some healing work on yourself, Elena, in order to be able to have a healthy relationship with a man. True. So women make the first move. We signal men that it is safe to approach us, especially when you're with a group of other women. So we go out with women and we think that, I'm going to go out with a bunch of girls, and we're going to attract guys, and I'll get some dates and whatever. Men, really good men, are hesitant to approach women when they're in groups. So if you are out, you want to make clear eye contact. You want to look around a room. And I can't remember who it was that said this, but Bonnie said it. You want to look around the room, the bar, the party, wherever you are, and you want to sort of, spot a few guys that you're really interested in, and you want to look at them, and you want to make sure that they catch you looking at them, and then look away, and a few seconds later, you want to look back at them, and you want to make sure that you engage their attention. The other thing that you don't want to do is smile. You don't want to just be smiling, and then they look at you and you're smiling, and then you look away and then you're smiling, because it doesn't appear that you're smiling at them. You want to look at them, catch their eye, and then smile, so they know that smile, that he knows that smile is for him, right? That he knows that you're smiling right at him. Bonnie, some other signals are to run your hands through your hair. I have a friend, she's a Tantra teacher. Oh my God, is she hot? And Dawn, if you see Dawn, she has a way, she's always playing with her hair. When you talk to her, she has this beautiful long blonde hair, and Dawn is constantly playing with her hair. Now, with some women, it would be annoying, but with Dawn, it is just beautiful. She twirls her hair. And I asked my husband, is it too much when she does that? And he's like, no, she pulls it off. Now I'm messing up my hair. But that's, you can twirl your hair, you can touch your neck. Touching is really a turn on. What else? You can play. Sometimes we have a necklace. Playing with your necklace is good, because anything like that brings attention, to your décolletage, your cleavage, your neck. So anything like touching your neck or playing with your jewelry, your necklace. Sometimes, you have a little pendant on and you may swing it back and forth. Another thing is, if you're at a bar, running your finger around the rim of your glass, biting on your nail, to bring attention to your lips, right? All of those are things that gestures that will Let a man know that you're interested and that you're, you know, a sensual woman and that you're, you know, literally in touch with yourself. Another thing is, you know, crossing and uncrossing your legs slowly, running your arms down your calf and back up again. There are all kinds of body movements that signal a man that you're interested in him. I know it feels silly to talk about this stuff, but one other thing I think that many people don't talk about, but that I think is key: slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Men, one of the sexiest things you can possibly do is slow down. So if you watch Marilyn Monroe, one of the things that was so sexy about her was that that woman had all the time in the world. When she moved slowly. She just created her own sense of space and time. If you're connecting with a man, you want to do slow movements, slow gestures. You don't want to go like this, but slowly. My friend's name is Dawn Cartwright. And she's amazing. And yes, she does do a course. She does lots of courses, Angela. In fact, my husband and I are going to be starting a year-long Tantra teacher training course with her. And you don't know me well, but for me to take an entire year out of my life to do a course like this is a big deal. I don't have the time or the energy or the bandwidth to do this kind of stuff anymore. But Dawn is so special. Yes, speaking slowly is important. Speak slowly and from your heart. Even put your hand on your heart. Yep, it's hard to slow down. It is hard to slow down, Linda, but it's really like most of us, we short circuit men. They can't handle us moving quickly, and you know, it really does short circuit them, and they can't handle it. They process much, you know, much slower than we do, and yeah. It really is a turnoff to men. So you want to be able to slow down and speak, you know, from your heart, and, you know, look them in the eye. Here's the link to Dawn's website. She's really amazing. Her hair's longer than it is in that picture right now. That's how she can twirl it, but she probably twirled it when it was short too. She's the expert hair twirler, if ever I've seen one. All right, ladies, this has been a wonderful, wonderful talk. And thank you to all the new people and everyone who asked questions and you know, participated in the chat. It has been so lovely meeting you. I am going to enroll a woman in my course right now, and I'm so excited. Every single woman that I get to work with in this area is a gift to me. If you're struggling and you just want a way out of hell and you want to find a solution and cross Meet My Soulmate off your to-do list forever, just watch my webinar. It's 45 minutes. That's it. And if you really like what you hear, we'll jump on a call and I'll spend an hour just talking with you about how we can get this solved. So you don't have to watch any more of my Facebook lives. You can be sitting with your guy or planning a beautiful vacation with the guardian of your soul, and you can get this solved. I will give you a step-by-step plan for doing this. Hey, before I go, I have another Facebook Live. I do a Facebook Live every Tuesday. at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So please join me for my other Facebook Live. You can also join Dating Without Drama, and that for women only. So join my Facebook group. We announce the Facebook Lives in that group. So please be sure to follow me, get on my email list, watch my presentation. I send you so much love. Start opening your energy up to men. Look around when you're at the grocery store, when you're walking on the street, wherever you are. Start paying attention to men, signal them that it's safe to approach you, smile and look in their eyes, connect and smile, and draw them to you. Be playful, move slow, open your heart, and you will draw this man to you, both online and offline. All right, everybody, have a magical day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.